It's 6:30 p.m. You've spent 40 minutes in the kitchen. You've sliced, steamed, and seasoned. You've done everything right. But as the spoon inches closer, the atmosphere in the room shifts. You feel it in your chest before they even move. The battle of the spoon has begun. In this moment, it feels like your child is being difficult. It feels like a test of your patience. But what if I told you that in this exact second, your child isn't fighting you? They are responding to an ancient, invisible signal, one that has been hardwired into the human brain for 200,000 years. In Japan, parents have quietly utilized a psychological glitch to bypass this battle entirely. It doesn't involve rewards. It doesn't involve hiding vegetables in brownies. It involves a 60-second window of silence that reboots the toddler brain. Today, we're going deep into the autonomy-driven appetite. We're going to look at why your child's brain thinks dinner is a life or death struggle, and how a single minute of doing nothing changes everything. To understand the 1-minute rule, we have to understand neophobia. Biologically, your toddler is a genius. Between the ages of 2 and 5, humans enter a developmental phase where their brain becomes hyper-suspicious of new textures and colors. For our ancestors, this was a survival mechanism. If a toddler wandered away from the tribe and found a bright red berry, the refusal instinct saved their life. When you move that spoon toward their mouth, you aren't just offering nutrients. To their amygdala, the brain's fear center, you are offering an unknown variable. But here's the secret most parenting books miss. The fear isn't just about the food, it's about encroachment. When we lean in, when we use the airplane trick, when we say, just one bite, we are physically entering their personal space. To a developing brain, this feels like an attack on their autonomy. Their heart rate goes up, their cortisol spikes. The moment the cortisol rises, the appetite dies. Physiologically, you cannot be hungry and in fight or flight mode at the same time. By trying to make them eat, you are biologically ensuring they can't eat. Researchers at KYOTO University, working alongside insights from Harvard's Center on the Developing Child, noticed a fascinating trend in behavioral observations. They tracked 2 groups of parents. Group A, the encouragers. They used positive reinforcement, praise, and gentle pressure. Group B, the observers. The results were paradoxical. Group A, the ones trying the hardest, had children who were more likely to become chronic picky eaters. Why? Because these children learned that food was a social currency. They realized that by refusing, they could control the emotional temperature of the room. In Japan, there is a cultural concept often integrated into shokuku, food education. It's the idea that the meal is a relationship, not a transaction. The researchers found that when the pressure was removed, when the parent literally broke eye contact and stopped the offer, the child's brain did something incredible. Without a predator, the parent, pushing the prey, the food, the child's natural curiosity drive took over. So, how do you actually execute the 1-minute Japanese rule? It sounds simple, but it is psychologically difficult for the parent. Step 1, the initial refusal. The child turns their head or says no. This is the trigger. Step 2, the physical disengagement. Instead of the parental lean-in, you do the parental lean back. You calmly place the spoon back on the plate, not with a bang, not with a sigh, just placement. Step 3, the 60-second vacuum. You look away. You take a bite of your own food. You look at the clock. For exactly 60 seconds, the food negotiation is dead. What is happening in this minute? 1, the amygdala resets. The threat of the spoon is gone. 2, the power vacuum. The child realizes there is no one to fight. The battle they were prepared for has vanished. 3, the sensory rebound. Without you talking, the child begins to smell the food. They see you enjoying it. Their brain moves from defensive mode to exploratory mode. In Tokyo preschool experiments, children in the pause group began initiating bites on their own twice as often as those who were encouraged. They weren't eating because they were told to. They were eating because they were bored of the fight and curious about the flavor. But I have to warn you, there is a reason this fails for some people. Children are the world's greatest lie detectors. They don't just listen to your words, they read your micro-stress. If you sit there for that 1 minute staring at them, vibrating with frustration, or checking your watch every 3 seconds, it won't work. The child will sense the silent pressure. To them, your silence feels like a threat. The 1-minute rule only works if the pause is genuine. You have to truly let go of the outcome of that bite. You are giving them the gift of a pressure-free zone. You are showing them that their no was heard, respected, and, most importantly, is no longer interesting to you. At the end of the day, picky eating isn't a food problem. It's a developmental milestone disguised as a headache. Your child is trying to figure out where they begin and where you end. When you use the 1-minute pause, you aren't just getting them to eat a piece of broccoli. You are teaching them that the dinner table is a place of safety, not a place of performance. You are rewiring their brain to associate food with autonomy, because children don't just learn what food tastes like, they learn what freedom feels like. But dinner isn't the only place where these power struggles happen. Have you ever noticed how no becomes your child's favorite word the moment you're in a hurry? There is a 3-second response, a specific linguistic turn that psychologists say can instantly neutralize backtalk and defiance. Most parents say the exact opposite, which actually fuels the fire. In the next video, we're going to look at the linguistic pivot and why your child's attitude might be a reflection of your first 3 words. Before you go, tell me in the comments, what is the one food your child refuses no matter what? I'll be jumping in to discuss the specific textures and safety signals of those foods. See you in the next one.